Hi, we are Craig and Mary Kotnik. We have been members at BUMC for almost 30 years. Over the years, Craig and I have participated in many activities here. To name a few would be Music with a Mission, Music Ministry, YSP, UMW, Home Days with the Cherry Pies, and Nehemiah Mission.
And Panera Bread Delivery, and memorial service receptions, and other various church committees. So we're here to talk about the Nehemiah Mission, and the first question is, how did we get involved in the Nehemiah Mission? Well, during the summer at the Nehemiah Mission, youth groups stay there during the week, and they do projects around the city, just like we do with YSP. And so one summer, Pastor Jim decided he wanted to have a service after their projects were complete, and he wanted to do it at the residence where they did their projects, so they could have a celebration after the project was complete. And most of the residents can't make it to the mission, so they wanted to do it at their houses. So he asked me to play, and we started doing that one summer. We did it many times. We used to go around on a Friday afternoon and play and celebrate the completion of the project.
As Craig said, since the fall, I've been helping out, cooking and helping to prepare the community meal on Tuesdays. And all kinds of people come to Nehemiah. You have refugee families there that have been there from Africa, from Afghanistan. You have families from Peru. And I think the key about Nehemiah is that it morphs with what the community needs at that time. They do focus on families. For instance, there's a family there now with 6 children. The oldest is 18, so if they were in a shelter, that 18-year-old would not be allowed to be with the rest of the family. Another family where there's a disabled adult child, and same situation. The family would not be able to stay together as a unit. All the families that stay there are vetted by outside agencies, and they come to Nehemiah through the international school, other churches, other agencies, and they figure out what the best needs are, the best way to meet their needs, and sometimes that is, through Nehemiah, and so that's where they get placed.
For me, working at the mission means playing guitar, which is what I really like to do anyway. So it's a good example in the book where Reggie McNeil talks about playing to your strengths, doing the things you like, because you'll end up doing it more often. And playing guitar, not only in this church but also down at the mission, has opened up all kinds of other opportunities to all the other things we've done down there. Plus, for me, I'm playing guitar while everybody else is washing dishes and cleaning up, and that's an added benefit. So other than that, volunteering at the mission, it's really opened up a whole new world to me. When you're working at the mission, you get a completely different view of how the world is. And the one thing it leads to is a sense of gratitude, number one, for what you have, because you get to see a lot of people don't have what you have. It's really a different world. So the thing you learn is that people are more alike than different. The divisiveness we hear on the news continuously, it's not really like that. We're really much more the same than we are different in the end. And being at the mission helps me see that kinds of thing.
One of the questions was, what skills do we use there, and why? Skills, I don't know, just knowledge that you learn over the years, right? How to do things, how to weed a garden, just basic, simple things. And this just really gets down to caring. The commitment can be a few hours, once a week, every other week. It could be a longer-term commitment where it's still only a few hours a week, but like for marketing for them, for instance, that would be a huge help.
So a few weeks ago, I heard a quote attributed to Martin Luther King Jr., and it goes like this: If you pour a bucket of water on a burning building, it's not going to put out the fire. This doesn't mean that water doesn't put out fire. It just means there's not enough water. So if you think of the need for volunteering as that burning building, as a fire to be put out, there just needs to be a lot more water. And we all need to get off our donkeys and be that water.